being placed in MG Motors India pushed me to have my dreams in my favor. And girls, trust me, take admission in Cummins. It is like a temple of education for everybody. And if you want to be a mechanical engineer, Cummins is the right place for you. So see you there.
I'm just checking my settings. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Please continue.
Echo येतोय.
Yes, sir, audible. Sir, shall we start?
Yeah, if enough people are there, we can start. No problem.
Yes. So we'll start with the today's proud talk. Good evening, everyone, all the participants, aspirant students, those who have joined over here for this proud talk from our proud alumni, Miss Maithili Mandogane. Uh, she is a mechanical engineer, passed out from Cummins College of Engineering for Women, Nagpur, recently. And when we heard about this branch, mechanical engineering, the first question that, or first thing that comes to our mind is something like male dominated branch. So is it really a male dominated branch, or girls can do some extraordinary thing in mechanical engineering? So all your queries and questions regarding mechanical engineering from girls side, as our hashtag is also suggesting, mechanical for girls, right? So everything will be answered, I think, today by our alumni itself. Actually, the perception about this mechanical engineering branch is that it is physically demanding sector, which involves like cutting metal on machines, and forging a piece of metal with heavy sledgehammers, something like that. But the mechanical engineering stream has changed drastically in the last few decades. Most modern plants employ computer driven machines today. Due to this changing scenario, the job requirements and skills also have undergone a transformation. The industry now demands engineers who are capable of designing complex mechanical system using some kind of software tools. And because of all these changing phases, now a woman is also opting mechanical engineering as the preferred choice, preferred career option. So today we will listen to Ms. Maithili Mandogane with all these aspects of mechanical engineering and the scope for girls in mechanical engineering. Before proceeding further, we have with us Dr. Bharat Bhushan Joshi, the principal of Cummins College of Engineering for Women, Nagpur, with us today. Dr. Bharat Bhushan Joshi is a BE Honors in Electrical Electronics Engineering from BITS Pilani and ME in Guided Missiles and Doctorate in Micro Electromechanical System Technology from University of Pune. During his doctorate, he developed highly sensitive micron level acceleration sensor for which he received award from IIT New Delhi. He has diploma in business management and diploma in German language as well from University of Pune. He has acquired Masters of Management Science degree in finance. He has a total of over 35 years of experience in design and development of mechatronic systems for a variety of armament and weapon system, and has almost 13 years of experience in academics as well. He has worked as a scientist and a group director in Armament Research and Development Establishment, DRDO, Ministry of Defense. He has designed and developed various critical armament systems which now are in production. Presently, he is a principal at Maharshi Karvestri Shikshan Sanstha's Cummins College of Engineering for Women at Hingna, Nagpur since 2011. He is a member of Rashtrasanta Tukadoji Maharaj Nagpur University Board of Studies for Electronics Engineering. He has more than 42 publications in various national, international conferences and journals. He is immediate past chairman of IIT Nagpur Center as well, and presently he is IEEE Nagpur subsection chair for TEMS team as well. During his entire tenure, he has received various awards and recognition as well. So I welcome Dr. Bharat Bhushan Joshi over here. I request Dr. Joshi, before proceeding further, please enlighten with your valuable words.
Well, thank you, Professor Harshvardhan, for the elaborate introduction. Well, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Maithili. Welcome back.
Thank you, sir. Good evening.
Yeah. Okay. I am sure all of you are very eager to listen to Maithili because she is of your age, and you must be very much eager to know like what it is like a mechanical engineering and what is it that we can do. Definitely, she is going to give you all the answers. But before that, I thought that I will speak to you, take this opportunity to talk to you about the good practices that we have in the mechanical engineering department. Well, it is a department with a difference. It is a department which has MEGA, that is the Mechanical Engineers Girls Association, which is very, very active. Every day they would be doing something or the other. And Maithili is an active member of that. Uh, Apart from that, we have association with two professional bodies such as ASM and ISHRE. And they also keep conducting large number of activities for the students. And this is not just that the connectivity, but we have the connectivity with various industries for internships. Our students, they go for internships every year. 100% internship is our aim and which we had achieved 2 years back. And we are also one of the only colleges which gives you in-house training for the Creo CAD that we have. And ours is the only department, in mechanical engineering, which is equipped with not only the Creo CAD, the latest one, but also with ANSYS 14, which is the FEM software, that is the finite element methodology software. So apart from this, we have large number of new equipments which we keep adding every year. We have also recently added a 3D printer to our kitty, and we are also planning to have a robotics kind of a setup. Well, we are in dialogue with some foreign companies also to join hands with Cummins, and where the students are not only mechanical but also electronics and computer engineering students would get an opportunity to work with the totally different kind of a setup in robotics, AI, and ML. So, aspiring students, what are you waiting for? Just get your doubts cleared today, and we would be ready to welcome you in the next month. With this, I would like to stop here so that you can have a very good dialogue with Maithili. Maithili had been a very active student in the last 4 years. She was also our AGS, and very nicely she had arranged large number of activities when she was AGS. Okay, so I hand it over back to Harshvardhan. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Uh, Along with all of you, I am also very much eager to listen to Maithili today. Before listening to her, let me take this opportunity to introduce our special alumni, Miss Maithili Mandogane. Maithili is currently working as a graduate engineer trainee with Becton Dickinson Private Limited, which is a medical device manufacturing industry. She has done her schooling from Mount Carmel Girls School and Junior College, from Somalwar Nicholas Junior College, Nagpur itself, with PCM Group. She has graduated in the year 2020 recently from Cummins College of Engineering for Women, Nagpur. She holds a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. While pursuing engineering along with technical, Principal Sir has already said, she was also into a cultural, literary, and a social service domains through the opportunities provided by the college. To brief some of this, she availed a Cummins scholarship in first year, which is provided by Cummins India Limited, major industry in diesel engine manufacturing sector. She served as Assistant General Secretary of the college for 2018-19. She was a part of Purushottam Karandak in her first year and final year as well. Purushottam Karandak is the state level one act play competition where she has done tremendously, extremely well. She was a member of NSS unit of college for consecutive 4 years. She was a coordinator of Thermo Aspirant Club for a club founded by mechanical department of the college, and she was secretary of Mechanical Engineering Girls Association for the year 2019-20. She had interned in Kalyani Enterprises in 2018, Moil in 2019, and Grindwell Norton Private Limited in 2019. So consecutive 3 years, she has been doing internships in various organizations. All the internship opportunities were provided by Cummins College in order to enhance hands-on experience of the technical field. While passing out from the college, she was awarded with a Best Outgoing Student of Mechanical Engineering Department. So, with immense pride and gratitude for Cummins College, she is grateful for every single thing which she can highlight as her differentiator. And with the same thought, she is here today. And without now wasting much time, we will listen to Maithili. Before that, one small announcement for all of you. You can post the questions, whatever question you feel like to ask to Maithili, you can post your question in chat box. Please unmute yourself. Do not interrupt her in between. You may post your question in chat box. Thank you. We'll take the questions after her talk. Thank you. Over to you, Maithili.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. And good evening to all. Firstly, I would like to thank Principal Sir, Kharpade Sir, Dandekar Sir and team for providing me this platform to speak about my second sweet home. So it's a quite exciting feeling to speak in front of you all. And of course, I'll not forget to mention thanks to all the participants here for your valuable time for me. I'll start by paying salutations to our great founder, Maharshi Dhondo Keshav Karve and Anandibai Karve, due to whom we are what we are actually. So before jumping into my journey to Cummins College of Engineering, I would like to brief something of my early life before it. So I belong to a family which is somewhat, which has a touch base of some spiritual background. So from the starting, like from the childhood, I always wanted to get into the profession which will serve mankind. So somewhere I think I'm able to pursue my childhood dream through Cummins. So basically, my indirect journey with Cummins started in 2015 when I was not a part of Cummins directly. As mentioned in my biodata, I did my junior college from Somalwar Nikalas. So we got an opportunity to visit Cummins College through Somalwar Nikalas in 2015 when I think I was in 11th standard. So when I entered the college first time in my 11th grade, it was an amazing feeling. Like, I don't know, it was an instinct that yes, somewhere or the other, I wanted an institute of this kind. Somehow, like with some academic pressure, I forgot about it. That okay, I visited this college, and eventually, when I passed my 11th and 12th, there was a dilemma: what should I pursue? Because I developed interest into physics. Its definition itself, like it's the study of matter and energy, and like matter is tangible and energy has no end, no start. So it's like covers it doesn't have any scope. It covers everything. So I was very fascinated towards physics, but somehow, like, I knew somewhere that I was not allowed to pursue pure sciences. So somewhere I knew the branch which is closer and which is the extension of it, like which also covers the implementation part of it, is mechanical engineering. So somewhere I was sure of a branch which I wanted to pursue post 12th standard. Yeah, but I was not sure of the college. So through various interactions, like we were able to figure out that every faculty belonging to this institution was so passionate to talk about this institution that like we ultimately landed over here taking admission in mechanical engineering, and that I feel was the turning point of my life. So to brief about myself, I was kind of a reserved person. I had my own boundaries, and I was not like acceptable to everything when I entered this college. But this college was like, it provided me with ample of opportunities. So when we got into our first year, the first thing was the open up session. So like that session was, it asked you to present whatever skills you had. So I, along with my two friends, we presented a short skit kind of thing, because I was very much into like literary and dramatics before that also. So but yeah, after that, then I realized that the faculties provide with other activities which are relevant to our interest. So it was like a good mentoring kind of thing right from the first year. So from the starting itself, I got various opportunities to enhance my co-curricular skills also. So first, I got opportunity to represent college into a debate competition, which was intercollegiate debate competition. And I remember that our group, I along with my friend, our group was the youngest group to participate in it. Obviously, the winning losing doesn't matter, but opportunity was main, which college provided me in the starting itself. Then eventually I was awarded with Cummins scholarship. So for that also I got immense support from college. uh, then when like the first year was a basic building block for our whatever we're going to pursue later. Then when I entered my second year, that was a starting for mechanical engineering. Like we started getting glimpse of what is mechanical engineering, and the stereotype, like it requires manual effort, it is a male dominant field, women cannot excel, that all stereotypes like started breaking for me. So first, like the first event I remember, like we were asked to make some basic mechanisms, like it was a competition organized by our department. And I remember I thought of one mechanism, but somehow I wasn't able to arrive to it, and I ended up making something which was very basic and even a child could go for. To brief, a mechanism is a fundamental unit which is used to run a machine. So, but I remember that even that time my faculties did not ridiculed me and supported me that yeah, it's okay, it's starting, you will eventually develop. But I saw that the support was so much that that my batchmates itself made amazing mechanisms. So every lecture of mechanical engineering I remember was activity based lecture. Also, it was not limited to technical, let me tell you. We were somewhere or the other made aware that the book which is designed, it is designed for everyone, like right from a average person. Like the book can be interpreted even by the average person. So if you want to go beyond, you should do something which is beyond that black prints also. So we were never limited to classrooms. We were very frequently into industrial visits, workshops, lab practicals. So it was like from the starting it was activity based learning. And I remember in my last years we were in love with our workshop and we never wanted to go home. Like it's really eh, uh, to be honest, it's more near to me than my own home, uh, my workshop. So so second year was like we were exploring everything. I remember I started developing my interest into thermal materials and mechanics of machines, those subjects. And one of the lessons which I could derive, not technical, but life lessons which I could derive through it were like there need not be a necessary solution, a ready-made solution to every problem. You have to arrive to the solution. So we were basically trained on that part. It was never like we were given a formula and we have to put the values and get the answers. We were always guided through the by the professors, like how to arrive to the solution, or how to derive the formula to arrive to the solutions. So that part was the best part, I think, in case of my academics. Also in my second year, at the end of second year itself, our department provided, like it was 100% internship for all, and that too in the core mechanical domain, and I think that's quite admirable. And when I entered my third year, trust me, like that was a turning point of my life, not only on technical aspects but on personal aspects also. Like as I told you in the starting, I was a kind of reserved kind of personality. I created my own boundaries unnecessarily. uh, Somehow I stood up for the elections, and I was elected as assistant general secretary of the college. And that role demanded me to come out of my boundaries, to break my boundaries, to reach out to people, to convey people to participate into our events, to ask for the sponsorships, to conduct events successfully, and that kind of thing. So that year it was a truly transforming year of my life, and I could like attribute my uh, transformation to that year. Also, as I also briefed you, that my desire to serve the mankind, that was somehow kept awake with the help of NSS unit of our college. So it is a active unit of our college. So I remember in my second year, we got a opportunity to visit villages and to conduct surveys there, and analyzing those information will take some corrective actions. So the opportunities provided by our NSS unit of college were also like played a very vital role in our personality development. To move further towards my final year, it was a bit silent year in terms of activities. Apart from, like, I participated in Purushottam Karandak. It is a state level skit competition. So, like, it was like our college provided with ample of opportunities. And then in October 24th, I got opportunity to appear for the company for which I'm working, Becton Dickinson, and with the help of my faculties, through their wisdom, through their support, I was able to crack it, and I'm now working as a graduate engineer trainee here. So, uh, in order to tell you about mechanical engineering, uh, it is not like that we like it is a male dominant, so we cannot excel in it. Trust me, every woman is blessed with the it is inherent quality of a woman that she's capable of solving critical problems. uh, like, she has a problem solving skill, and she's empowered by herself. So it is the boundary which we have created. And I don't feel that mechanical demands you to lift pounds and pounds of weight, so that you cannot you uh, enclose yourself into that physical boundary. So it's just appeal to you all that just uh, remove that mental boundaries from you, and be open to everything which comes to your way, and the success is guaranteed. And through this Cummins College of Engineering, no one can stop you to excel. So that's what from my side I would like to answer questions, so that it would be interactive. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Maithili. Very nice to hear from you. आज आपके सभी टीचर्स भी यहाँ मौजूद हैं. Everybody is listening to you. You have listened to everyone from last 4 years. Now everyone is listening to you very eagerly and very nice. You have explained everything to the new aspirant students as well. Uh, so often you find that the students you are trying to inspire are the ones that end up inspiring you. And Maithili is one of our such proud student and proud alumni. So we are really proud of you, Maithili. I request all our participants, if they have any queries, any questions, they can put it in the chat box, so that we can interact with Maithili. She can answer to your all the queries regarding the mechanical engineering field. Any kind of thing, that any kind of doubt that comes to your mind, you can ask directly. I have received some questions, so let me ask it one by one. Meanwhile, you can post your questions. All of you can post your questions in the chat box. One question is there, although you have answered it, but still, what inspired you basically to take a mechanical engineering branch in the engineering, as the boom was there in the software at that time as well, and today also? But what inspired you to take mechanical engineering?
Yes, like, as I said, I was very much interested into physics, because I think that uh, like, mechanical engineering covers the entire scope, like from micro level to a macro level. So, to brief, like, everything around you, like, you may consider I have this lock and key. So how does this key exactly fits into the log? Then I have my specs, which are manufactured through using some manufacturing process. If you consider our body itself is a machine which runs through various mechanisms which are known as systems. So everything within you and around you, apart from you, and which is a part of you, is everything is mechanical engineering. So I feel that everyone is unofficially a mechanical engineer, is everyone's body is functioning well. So that's what I wanted to explore more into it. And of course I learned about this college, that it's the education system of this college. So I was in no doubt that I have to pursue mechanical engineering, and through Cummins College of Engineering.
Yes, yes. Just an extension to this, Maithili, one question is there. How do you correlate IT and mechanical engineering?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. So I would like to give an example here. The project which I am working on my company, so it is based on document automation. So the thing is, like we are R&D center located at Bangalore. So the thing is, whatever test we go for, we have to document the results for it, or we have to document even the test carried out for it. So it's a kind of repetitive work. And obviously the testing, the results are based on the mechanical fundamentals. So here, in order to create the document, to do the calculations and the analysis, we need knowledge for mechanical. But in order to automate those, we are in collaboration with our team, which is a software team. So I guess they are using some basics like the XML, HTML, that kind of thing. So I like I would like to say that it is working hand in hand for us. So every branch, I guess, is support to every other branch. So this was a live example which I was able to give from my project.
So, what will you prefer to the girls, those who have joined today, IT or mechanical?
See, as I told, like everyone is by default a mechanical engineer. So if you want to learn, if you want to explore more, if you want to explore more about yourself and other than yourself, your surroundings, mechanical is the best field.
Right,
And both like IT as well as mechanical, the intention is to reduce efforts of mankind. So
right.
whichever,
The most versatile branch of engineering,
yeah.
mechanical. So, right. One more question is there from girls' point of view, Maithili. Where do you see girls on this so-called male-dominated branch?
Yes. So, like as I also mentioned earlier, that we were always by our department told that girls have the ability to multitask. They have inherent quality to solve the problems and do critical thinking. So I see girls competing with in these sectors of problem solving, decision making, critical thinking, data analysis, all that kind of thing, excelling in those. Also, as I said, not limiting themselves, they should also try to cross their physical boundaries which they have created by themselves. Some are obvious, but I think majority are self declared. And sir, I would like to extend this question to another part. Like along with girls, I would also prefer answering on the male part also. So it would be a quite philosophical, but I would like to share that. Like as we know that while killing Mahishasur, the demon, Durga Devi was like gifted. What was given the weapons from the male divinities. So and due to that support, she was able to kill Mahishasur. So I also appeal all the males in the male dominant field that they should also believe in females and give opportunity to prove themselves in the field. And uh, undoubtedly, I found this that our college consists of those such divine personalities, I would say, who have supported females to uh, grow to their fullest. I think that answers the question.
Yes, there are few more questions
Sure.
in the chat box. Shrusti is asking, what were the questions you were faced in an interview?
Oh, okay. So basically, I went through two kind of interviews. First was technical, and second was HR. So my technical interview was based on my internship as well as my major project. So, and there were few basic questions which were based on second year mechanical engineering. So anyone would be able to answer those if you study those sincerely. And I would here like to highlight that the internship opportunities provided by our department, our college, uh, those for many of them proves uh, very helpful for cracking the interviews, because the internship as well as major project, so you have more knowledge than interview, because you are actually working on those. So basically my technical was based on the was based on internship and my major project. My HR was quite tricky. I was not I was like late to figure out that my HR started. So firstly it was like a chit chat kind of thing. Okay, from where did you come? My interview took place in Pune, Cummins Pune. So it was like a informal chat, like, okay, from where did you come? Nagpur. So what is the speciality and all? And then it gradually entered into technical aspects. So what is the distance from Pune to Nagpur? So, but the thing I noticed here, that they don't expect exact answers for anything, for even technical or HR. They just want to test your approach, that how good are you with your basics. They also check your communication skills. My next question was, I was asked to explain my internship in a non-technical terms, because I was asked that my HR is a non-technical person, so she would not understand the technicalities of my internship, so explain it in non-technical terms. I was also asked questions on my co-curricular activities and how would I link those activities in my company for the betterment of the organization. So I think that was all in brief for my interview. If you want any further explanation, I can do that.
Yeah, I hope this might have answered Srishti. One more question is there from Sanskruti. Sanskriti is asking how to become a perfect mechanical engineer to solve all the problem and queries.
Uh, I would like to answer it in a different way. In order to be perfect, first be imperfect. And, you know, when you become imperfect, I mean it, like I remember in my department, we were always motivated to do some activities, and we were never like scolded when we committed some mistake. So I would say that take up an activity, do mistakes, ask a lot of questions, ask why, where, when, for everything, and challenge everybody. And you be perfectly imperfect to be perfectly perfect, because that's what, like, your curiosity, your like to know everything will make you reach to that level.
Yes, I hope Sanskriti, if anything you want to ask, you can again post in the chat box or you can ask us. We can unmute you. One question, one Okay, interesting question is there. Let me ask Vaidehi. Vaidehi, can you ask the question live? Please unmute yourself and ask the question. I want you to ask this question directly to Maithili. I think, okay, she's not able to unmute. Okay, fine. Her question is really very interesting. And the question is mechanical engineering hard?
Not at all. Not at all. If you feel that if you have a mindset that something is hard, it is definitely going to be hard. The basic of the basic thing is going to be hard. But if you like enter with the mindset that all is going to be fun, nothing is going to be hard. And with the well equipped facilities and the faculties in our college, trust me, it's not hard. It's indeed a fun. Like I told you, fell in love with my workshop uh, by my final year, so it's definitely not hard.
Yes, yes. Uh, I will try to unmute Vaidehi again if she can just preface what hard she is meaning about saying hard. So we will try to connect with her. Ashlesha meanwhile has raised the hand, I guess. So uh, Ashlesha, are you there? You can ask your question, Ashlesha.
Hello.
Hi, Ashley.
Yeah, yes.
Hi, Mithali. Uh, I'm an aspirant. So I wanted to ask that after our exams were over, we are left to do nothing as such. So what can we do until the colleges start so that they help us throughout the 4-year course and ahead also?
I suggest you do apart from what is related to academics. Like seriously, try out everything which you have not tried out till yet, because sustaining in college or sustaining after college, if you want to go for a corporate job, so sustaining in that requires something which is a differentiator for you. So you can try out anything which does not limit you trying out anything.
What do you suggest? What should the aspiring people going for those 4 years do beforehand?
Anything which interests you. There are various like freelancing sites available. There are blogging sites available. There is you can also open your YouTube channel if you are aspiring to go there. You can think of some startups kind of thing. So I think on the startup kind of thing, even sir could shed some light, because I wasn't into it full fledged. So you can do anything what interests you.
And on the academic background, what should be?
Just brush up the basics. You need not mug up everything, and you need not go like beyond, like you need not go in the like pursuit of academics. So it's not a big deal, unless and until you like you have decided that you'll not shift your focus from it, like some research, some IITs or that kind of thing. You explore everything. Just don't limit yourself into those black prints. That is my suggestion.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
I would like to add something, Ashlisha. Uh, well, now that you have some time before you actually come and join the college, there is one thing which we had been doing, one activity. Our orientation program was on for the last 4 to 5 weeks. I don't know if you got an alert and whether you could join that. definitely you would have got much more things to do with that. But otherwise, you can read and keep reading uh, whatever you like, so that when you come to the college, you are already having some knowledge. Doing some online courses is anyway there, but reading is something which is a habit which you should put in, so that that will help you always. Okay, yeah. Go to the next question.
Yes, sir. Okay, one more question is there. Uh, I think some of the faculty is asking this question to you. Uh, you have explored all your leadership qualities in this college in the entire 4 years of your education journey. How college has supported and how was the college, Cummins College environment where your skills and leadership qualities are being explored and bloomed?
Yeah, that's a wonderful question, sir. Thank you. Yeah, frankly, I wasn't aware that about my quality of leadership. So, so I would like to say that it was all due support of college. Here, I would like to mention that Dandekar sir also motivated me a lot. Like he was there for me to guide through everything, and this college, like Cummins College, provided me with a fantastic group of friends as well as faculties which also played a part of mentors in my life. And in my leadership journey, I would like not only thank my teaching faculties, but also the non-teaching faculties were very supportive. Like I wasn't aware that I could handle these things, but there were a lot of people around me who like imbibed a positive feeling like, Maithili, yes, you can do. If you cannot, we can collectively do it. So here I would like to mention that I was strong as a team, which I was backed by. So for every person, I think this college provides you opportunity to explore yourself through every unexplored dimension. Yeah, so that's it, sir.
Okay. So I think Maithili, questions are over. No more questions are there in the chat box. So before concluding, uh, last few lines from your side to all the mechanical engineering aspirant students.
Yes, sure. So yeah, as I said, that the boundaries are created by ourselves. The need is to break. And I'm sure that there's certainly going to come a time when we females will work hand in hand with male in this so-called male dominated field. So, you know, trust yourself. You have that ability, that qualities inbuilt within you. Just the thing is, you need to dig into yourself and explore them. And yes, for my case, I didn't even have to take that efforts much, because this college provided me with every opportunity which was required for me to excel into my field. So that's it from my side. So all the best to all the aspirants.
Yes, yes, Maithili. Thank you. One question Gayatri has posted. Should I ask that?
Yes, sir, sure.
Okay. So she's asking were your internships challenging beyond your curriculum to you?
No, no. There were, yeah, that's a good point. I would like to highlight it. So I would like to tell why those were not challenging. And I would like to highlight a point for when my academics was challenging for me. So in my first year, I wasn't into activities much. So, and like I told, I was a very reserved kind of person. I had my own boundaries. So I didn't even yeah, sorry for the disturbance. So I didn't like have a made like some closeness with my friends. So that time was challenging for me to cope up with my academics because I was the one who was like making it too big, like no, this is out of my scope, I would not able to do so. But eventually I entered into the co-curricular activities. So as I said, I got a very fabulous group of friends and faculties. So we used to have regular group study sessions. So we would like to gather to someone's house, and we would like distribute our syllabus into whatever the number of friends we are, and we would like teach everyone. So, and as we were of same age group, we used to challenge that no, whatever you are saying is wrong, this should be like this should be like this. So there used to be a kind of brainstorming session, and we used to view a concept from everyone's point of view. So I think that group study, and also we were free to reach out to any faculty with any kind of doubts. So that thing and this group study helped me never to stress out myself with these academics. So that would be a good step for you to not to get stressed out with your academics, and also explore all the opportunities which are there for you.
I hope, Gayatri, this has answered your query. Uh, we can also ask Gayatri to connect with Maithili later on. If she has any other queries, we can pass on your mail ID to the aspirant students if they have any doubts. Is it
Sure, sir.
okay? Yes. So that's it, Maithili. So thank you very much
Thank you, sir.
for accepting our invitation and joining. Today you have joined your duties as well in the company. You have been into the new role and environment, but still you find time, and you have uh, enlightened our aspirant students about mechanical engineering. You guided them very nicely. I hope जो डर अभी किसी के मन में अगर होगा मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग ये हार्ड है, ये ऐसा है वैसा है, ऑल दोस थिंग्स माइट हैव ब्रश्ड नाउ, एंड एक नई मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग की स्टूडेंट आपके सामने हमारे कॉलेज की बैठी है, जो एक अच्छे पोजीशन पे एक मल्टीनेशनल कंपनी में काम कर रही है. तो एक लाइव एग्जांपल आपके सामने है, and we are very much proud of Maithili for being our student over here at Cummins College. Thank you very much for joining today. On the at the outset, I would also like to thank Principal of Cummins College of Engineering for Women, Dr. Bharat Bhushan Joshi, for joining our session today and inspiring our all the aspirant students with his valuable words as well. I would also like to thank all our teaching and non-teaching faculties who are here today, especially from mechanical department, as Maithili is from mechanical. So